What is up, guys? I am John and you're watching Johnny Fabs, and today we're working on our Datsun. In the last video we sandblasted the underside and the inside of the car, so go check that video out if you haven't. But today I'm gonna give you guys an update. We went ahead and primered it and shot the color on it. We used an epoxy primer for bare metal, and so yeah, we primed it and then we shot it gloss black. Just a single stage gloss black, the underbody and the interior, the roll cage, which was pretty difficult, but right now I have it up on the lift and I am going to be putting the rear subframe in, which also got blasted, primed, and gloss black. So you guys can see I have the coilovers on it right now, and we had the axles off for it, so the boots didn't get ripped while we're sandblasting. So I'm going to go ahead and lower it down onto the subframe and get that bolted in. But I wanted to show you guys, some people were asking how my subframe's tied into a 280ZX, so I'll give you guys another look at it. This is kind of a custom route, but it can apply to your stock Datsun 280ZX. So here is a shot from underneath. So that's where your stock subframe would bolt up right there, but I added a 2x4 piece of steel, and I cut the top off and slid it over top of the stock cross member, so you can see. And then I have OEM S13 mounts welded to that C channel essentially, and I actually had to offset it to the back like an inch from center. That way it got the wheels centered in the wheel arch. And then that's pretty simple, pretty straightforward. I'd start there and do that mount and get it bolted up, and then start building your front mounts. So on the front, it's probably going to be a little bit different than what you guys are doing, but I went ahead and used the OEM S13 bolts. You could probably just use a regular bolt, but then I boxed it in right there and then tied it into the floor and gave it some strength tying it into my steel square bar there. But if you're gonna build this off your stock frame, that's gonna be a little bit different, but pretty simple, just 4 bolts and it ties it in. And then I'm not sure if it fits an OEM 280ZX gas tank, since this is again a fuel cell. There might be more clearance, but yep, we're gonna go ahead and get this installed and show you guys that, and then show you guys in the interior and how it looks painted up. Alright guys, so I just went ahead and bolted it in on the upper strut towers. And you can see the wheel and the wheel arch. It sits pretty centered, which is a benefit of doing this. So even though when it's lowered, it's still going to be centered, whereas the 280ZX subframe, when you lower the car on the coilovers, it moves this wheel forward in, and it comes really close to here, whereas this should move up and down evenly and centered in the wheel well. So I want to show you guys in the rear end here for the S14 coilovers that I used. They only have 2 bolts, whereas the Datsun stuff has 3 holes, so you just have to drill 2 new holes here. And then I also opened up this center hole a lot bigger, just because this top hat it can flex, or not flex, but the center part can swivel. So I wanted it to have free motion. So punch these out, and yeah. So I think that's it for the subframe stuff. I'll show you guys the interior. So here's a look at our gloss black interior. We have our seats in there, they're aluminum. We're not sure what we're gonna do with those yet, but you guys can see they're fitting good with our trans tunnel and floor pans. And the gloss black looks pretty dusty right now just because the shops, we've been grinding and stuff, but the gloss black looks pretty good. And yeah, we're pretty happy how it turned out with the fresh paint job. So we just wanted to keep you guys updated and show you how it looks. I can open up the door and you guys can see. This fender. You guys can see. Fresh floor pans, trans tunnel, and still getting sand from when we sandblasted it. That stuff just seems to come out continuously, so we're gonna keep blowing it out and vacuuming it out before we do the exterior paint job to try and get as much sand. We don't want any dust in the paint. So yeah, that's a look at our fresh interior. So I think that's gonna be it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Please hit that like button. Please comment what you think of the gloss black. And yeah, stay tuned for more. We're gonna be doing stuff with our fuel cell, fuel system, and then stuff with our motor, our LS53 that we're gonna be turbocharging. So stay tuned for that. And yeah, peace.